We're continuing this investigation, right? And here we see Tubal Cain at his forge. And obviously a hex. Right? Obviously in a hex. And this is something to do with the gonads, the stage idea, Like you have a theatrical stage, right? And the stage, the idea of the stage, see, where people perform, and the stage is basically to do with the gonadal development stage, right? Embryonic development stage. So the stage is something to do with that, right? And so obviously all the performers for the stage in that, right? But here, continuing with this investigation, right? And loads occurred like in Tubal in the Table of Nations, right? And you remember you've got the League of Nations in the government ideas and all that, right? You've got the League of Nations. And the name is explained by Zillah, his mother, after I had withered away, I obtained them from the Almighty God, right? So again, it's like the idea of the fall of man, falling into the tea program, and then obtaining a baby from the Almighty tea program type of idea, right? And more could here, right? The possibilities of cooled forging native copper, right? Native copper and meteoric iron. So again, this is the idea of making a trans, right? Out of native material, right? Copper, which I've done some videos on it before, like, and it appears to be a naturally occurring like metal or something, right? And meteoric iron. Of course, we've seen iron all over the place, like Iron Man, Fe, and all this. So iron, Fe, seems to be the idea of the trans, right? So this is basically code for making transes, right? Forging, like native elements with false elements, like horse hormones and that, right? Remember the horses wear an iron hoof, they call it an iron hoof, and of course that's a slang name in itself, iron hoof, right? And then Tubal Cain has been described as the first chemist, of course, see? The alchemist and the chemist. An invention of superior weapons. Of course, you have the idea of weaponized eunuchs in that, right? And he has the EE-33 Kellet. Suggests that Tubal Cain may have been a miner. But, again, a lot of metaphorical codes, As we know, a lot of Masonic communities have always come out of these coal mining community places, right? So it's very, what's the word, duplicitous and all that, right? Of course, here tying in the character with the film with the Noah, because the Noah is the fall of man ideas and all that, right? Noah, of course, the Noah, like you said, Noah. See what I mean? Simple as, and then all these, of course, a big word code in all these, every single name, right? Every single name is like a Masonic code. It's like Masonic hall there, like, you know what I mean? And the alchemy ideas and all that. Just every single one gonna be full of codes and that. And there's the jaw, like the Mason jaw. Enoch the eunuch, of course. The hole, the hole. And the ill, just, full of codes. And the shame and the harm, of course. Shemiel. But staying with this idea of the key and spices, right? And the idea in that write-up about seasoning, right? Seasoning with spices in order to make better, right? And this sort of brings back to Moses, right? I did do this one in an older video, right? And I basically pointed out the code that Moses becomes seasons, right? Seasons, when you have the M, becomes the double N. So the idea of Moses become the season, right? So of course that links together with the Tubal Cain seasoning with the spice. Right? Of course you have like TV shows split up into seasons and that. Reveals the working of God in different seasons of our lives. Right? So you have the season, right? You have the seasoning, Colossians 4:6. Let your speech be always with grace, seasoned with salt. Yeah. So you know what I mean? It's one of my favourite things. Like, you have the Four Seasons band, sherry. Like the drinker's idea. Big girls don't cry, walk like a man. Ain't that a shame or a James? Candy girl, Marlena, and everything's totally good. Like Frankie Valli. Of course, walking through the valley of death idea and all that. Of course, split into Four Seasons. And they have Vivaldi, Antonio Vivaldi, in the Four Seasons. Transcriptions. Of course, four is the Dalit, right? Four Seasons, but yeah, you get Cajun style seasoning. So I always put using these type of ideas. I just figured out that the type of the minor idea, the main, is basically, it's to do with the Bible. It's basically God's children idea. See, mine. These children are mine. They belong to me, right? Here you see, hallow to me every firstborn that opens every womb, or the children of Israel, or men and beasts, they are mine. Let little children come to me and do not prevent them, for the kingdom of heaven belongs to such as these. And the idea, let my people go. Exodus 5:1, 6 hex. Let my people go, the gonads. Let's go down Moses. Traditional song, go down Moses. People go, 1965 founding of the State of Israel documentary. Paul Robeson. So of course that corresponds to the idea of Moses being black, basically. And Louis Armstrong and all that. So the main idea is referring to the children of Israel, basically. And they, of course, correspond to Moses, Tubal Cain and all the rest. So basically, children of Israel basically means transes. Children of Israel. Of course, Israel, like the crooked mouth liars, the crooked mouth liars idea. Jacob and his descendants, and the missing link. The missing link. Transit, see? The missing link is transit. You know, I always used to go on about the missing link. It's transit. That's the missing link. Being through the patriarch Jacob, descendants of Jacob. Of course, Jacob, like Boaz and Jachin. Jacob. Of course, Boaz and Jachin there, Jacob. And you also about the idea of copper and brass. Copper, brass and bronze. You know? Like these ideas of mixing metals together to form different metals, which is trans metaphors. See what I'm saying? Of course, you know, use the symbols in this. Of course, the BG, like the Boris Johnson, the Joe Biden, and all the rest. You know what I mean? And it's a key secret that fascinated and even inspired the world's most ancient cultures. There's the quote again. What's the secret? Yeah, trans, eh? Trans, the twin pillars. And the entrance of Solomon's temple. Of course, just like the Tubal Cain, the Solomon likes the space. Never again were so many spices brought in as those of the Queen of Sheba. So the Queen of Sheba must have been a he-she, see? And they brought in the spices. And the Philistines, you know, the horse. The horse idea again, the Phillies. Of course, you see, I read here spices in the formula for the sacred oil. So you know what the sacred oil is. You know, and it's used in the temple. So you know what all that's about basically, the trans medicine, right? And his cheeks are like a bed of spices. You know what I mean? His cheeks. Dripping liquid myrrh. His lips are lilies dripping liquid myrrh. That's the Song of Solomon, huh? Song of Solomon 5:13, which is 18:666. It's obviously Buddha in the trance. You know, his cheeks are like a bed of spices, his lips are lilies. Now, obviously, you talk that way about a female, not a bloke. So that's about a trans, innit? End of. Song of Solomon, right? End of. Description of a woman, not a trans woman. Innit? 7 spices in a description of a trans woman. Spikenard and saffron, calamus and cinnamon, and all the spices. Of course, the Spice Girls, and there's 4 of them, right? 4 of them, and they're called the Forever. Yeah, the 4, the double 4 again, the Dalits idea again, right? The 2 Dalits. And of course, these are trans, isn't that? All on the space, see? All on the space. Girl power, trans power, space power, artistry. You know, Stephen Thomas. Of course, totally trans. We see the missing link idea, right? And we see the code, the transitional fossil. You know, it's a code. So obviously the missing link in so-called human evolution is the trans, right? That's what's missing out the scientific write-ups and that. See, they didn't tell you about it. The great chain of being. You know, the dinosaur and the missing link.